So we've seen it, I've unboxed it, but now I want to find out a little bit more about this. So to help me out, we've got Neil from OPPO.
Hey, Tom.
And my first question to you is, what makes this stand out in your opinion? Like, give me the elevator pitch.
It's the design, Tom. We've researched into the anti-glare technique and invented the Reno Glow. It gives a smooth finish and transparent colour, whilst also making it more resistant against fingerprints and scratches compared to standard AG glass. And we wanted to take the lead on young fashion trends, so we partnered with the Pantone Colour Institute to jointly innovate a brand new colour exclusive to the Reno4 series. And I can't forget 65-watt SuperVOOC 2.0 fast charging technology, all packed into a slim and lightweight body, weighing just 172 grams and 7.6 millimeters in thickness, making arguably the Reno4 Pro the most tactile 5G device on the market.
Well, and I believe it. I mean, usually when you put 5G in a phone, it makes it thicker. So, to keep this razor thin at 7.6 millimeters is very impressive. Now, my next question is more about sort of the audience. Who do you think is actually going to buy this phone?
The concept of the Reno4 series was inspired by a generation of young creatives and what they most wanted to see in a smartphone. And we want the Reno series to become synonymous with design, music, photography, and videography, and be the brand for young creators in a 5G era.
It's funny you mentioned 5G because how important do you think that is right now? Is it an essential feature or more about sort of future-proofing?
Absolutely, it's essential. 5G is the most talked about capability of every new handset. If you buy a phone today that doesn't have 5G capability, it's like buying a TV without the smart functionality. The Reno4 series is one of the most accessible ways to make sure you are 5G ready. The full integration of 5G technologies and services is just around the corner, and this device opens up a whole new world of possibilities.
Now, could you tell me a little bit about the sort of process and inspiration behind the design of this?
The design of the Reno4 series is inspired by what's coming next in the world of fashion. And whilst we're committed to continually building nice-looking, stylish phones, we also have to understand the functionality needs of the consumers. As customers attach a greater need for photography, camera modules on smartphones have increasingly grown in size, thickness, and weight of the device. And this is the opposite of what we're trying to do with the Reno4 series. And once we had our objective in place, it was just a case of working out how to achieve greater photography performance whilst keeping in line with the slim and light body. Our solution was to balance this with a camera cover made from crystal glass that's both transparent and light. The texture and colour underneath the glass also changes in different lighting, ultimately blending the camera module into the overall design of the Reno4.
It really is a beautiful phone, but I think just as important as this is, the community, you guys. So can you give me an example of when you've listened to consumer feedback and maybe made a change?
Yeah, absolutely. Feedback's incredibly important to us. A great example of this is for the Reno3 Pro, a device available in the overseas market. There was a Pantone Classic Blue version, which we weren't overly convinced would appeal to consumers as much as more traditional colours, so it only produced a small quantity, around 10,000 units. But these surprisingly sold incredibly fast. So we collected additional feedback from users who all overwhelmingly voted in favour of the design. This empowered us to be more creative for users, bringing a wider choice and bolder designs.
Okay, last question, Neil, and maybe the most important one, but who is your favourite tech YouTuber?
That is a great question, Tom. There's a lot of great creators out there. Obviously, you are one of my favourite.
You just say it.
As well as Jerry Rig Everything,
Sure.
And of course MKBHD.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time and running me through the phone. It's always good to talk about it with someone in the know. And if you guys have any other questions, you can tweet me at the Tech Chap or OPPO, and we'll give you the answer. But really, I just can't wait to test this out properly.